In color, the continuing story of Peyton Place. Starring Ed Nelson as Michael Rossi, Ryan O'Neal as Rodney Harrington, Barbara Parkins as Betty Anderson, Christopher Connolly as Norman Harrington, Patricia Morrow as Rita Harrington, James Douglas as Stephen Cord.
For the first time since the motorcycle accident, Rodney Harrington has received Stephen Cord as a visitor. And now Rodney's wife, Betty, angrily leaves Doctor's Hospital to confront Stephen. She knows that something happened in those few minutes that Stephen saw her husband. Something happened in Rodney's mind. Something that she knows instinctively will jeopardize her marriage.
Until a few minutes ago, I didn't realize how devious you could be.
Well, don't pull any punches, Betty. Speak up.
You are incredible.
Thank you. You know I've had it, Betty. Understand? I've listened to that sharp tongue of yours longer than I care to. Now I haven't the faintest idea what the problem is. The problem of the moment. But say it. Say it quickly, clear and simple, or I'm going to start shouting.
You poisoned Rod. You poisoned him.
How?
The way you brought up the accident.
I told him the truth.
You led him to believe that we were on some kind of a joyride, like old times.
Now, I saw no reason to go into detail to explain to Rod that I was with his bride of a few weeks for business reasons. Obviously, I was with you for business reasons.
Obviously. You knew that if you just barely mentioned it... Stephen, you knew it was a drop of poison.
What did he say after I left?
The poison is working.
No, I've hurt Rod enough. Whatever you think of me, you must know that I can't be that cruel. That I can't spread a little poison, as you put it, in some kind of sick effort to hurt Rod any further.
You're a driven man, Stephen. You hate. Your hatred for Martin Peyton wouldn't allow you to sleep.
Well, I can't deny that.
And you hate Rod, too.
No.
Be honest.
I saw you just before you married Rod. I wished you luck.
Stephen, a long time ago, long before we ever met, Rod took me to a baseball game at Fenway Park. He said that one of the pitchers threw nothing but garbage. And what he meant by that was that no one knew what the ball would do, whether it would curve or fall or just sail.
So I'm a garbage pitcher.
Yes. You meant to hurt Rod just now.
You're wrong.
Yes, you did. You wanted him to believe that the two of us have been spending a lot of time together.
You know, there doesn't seem to be any way I can deny this, is there, Betty? I asked Rod to forgive me. He said no. Well, he can't say no forever. I'm going to help him now. Whether he wants my help or not. Whether you want my help or not. Hate? No. Revenge? No. Guilt? Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Are you asking me to believe you, Stephen?
I don't think you understand me, Betty. I don't care if you believe me. I know what I have to do. And that's enough for me.
Stephen, if you spread any more poison, I'll...
You what?
I learned a lot from you, Stephen. I learned how to hit back. I can be a garbage pitcher, too.
What can I do for you?
What have you got in mind? Hello, everybody. Lend me your ear. Mr. Van Gogh. Oh, you can't spare one.
I think you need some help, Mrs. Winters. Come and sit down. I'll call your husband.
Oh, I don't think that's such a good idea.
Look, I think you should be at home.
Miss Choate, can I tell you something very confidential?
Of course.
I hate starched uniforms.
I'll get you some hot coffee.
Beth, here we are on Hyde Park on your average Sunday afternoon. Now I have some interesting comments to make about the world situation. First of all, the Earth is flat. Now, I know how difficult it is for you to conceive of the Earth being flat after all these years of thinking that it's round.
You wait, Junior.
However, the reason I know that it is flat is the other day I fell off. Right down, straight down, terrible drop. But you see, this elephant that holds up the Earth sort of reached out with his trunk and saved me, and therefore we have the catcher in the sky. Yes, you little elephant, that's very sweet.
Come, dear.
Come, dear. I always thought it was my civic duty to report all this information to you.
Calling Dr. Fielding.
Well, look who's here. It's a good doctor. Look at him, everybody. Poor doctor, all that scientific training is going to get his little old heart broken because he thinks the world is round.
Sit down. I'm going to take you with me for a minute.
Ooh, doctor.
Come on, into my office. Where there's a couch.
With a big couch?
Yes, and I want you to go there and get some sleep.
Oh, rats.
Come on. You feel nauseous?
No, I don't feel nauseous, do you?
No, I don't. Sit down, sit down. Here. How long have you been drinking?
I have been drinking since I was 8 years old.
Oh, come on, Susan.
No, really. My father always set me out of the dining room because I wouldn't eat my succotash. Is that right? Succotash, is that how you say it?
That's how you say it.
Anyway, he would send me into the pantry, and guess what was all over the shelves? Booze. Booze.
And I suppose after dinner, your father would go into the pantry, open the door, and out would fall the smallest drunk in the entire world, huh?
You were there.
Susan, I want to talk to you seriously for a moment. You could be very ill, you know.
It's occurred to me.
And you're in a lot of trouble, medically speaking.
But you don't have to qualify, Doctor.
I want some straight answers from you.
Okay, shoot.
How long have you been drinking?
3 days.
And nights?
Night.
Did you pass out?
I don't remember.
How long has it been since you had something to eat?
Oh, I had coffee and toast this morning. No, that was yesterday. Maybe it was the day before.
Straight
I don't.
answers.
I haven't eaten anything. I can't put anything on my stomach.
I'm not talking just about solid foods, you understand? Any food at all, any juices or milk, anything besides alcohol.
Just alcohol.
All right.
You're not going to leave me?
No, I'm not going to leave you. Quite the contrary. Miss Choate, we're going to admit Mrs. Winter. Yes, would you set up a room for her, please? I'll give you the details later.
I have to go under the knife.
Yes, and I'll need an IV also, please. An anti-dehydration solution. Right. Thank you.
I would like a room with a view of the Taj Mahal, please. Now, I've changed my mind. I want a view of the Alps.
You know, it's not really unusual to have a feeling of self-destruction. A lot of people have that type of feeling in different degrees.
Well, it's just a way to get my husband back.
Where's Tom?
I don't know.
Well, didn't he go on his rounds?
He's round. Round. He's gone. He took off his collar and he walked out.
You mean he left the ministry?
If he'll come back to me, he will. I mean, he never really believed that I needed him, but... well, here I am. I'm flat on my back. All dried out and ready for the gray jackets and the white sheets. So you step aside, Doctor, because my husband's coming back.
So you're the baby's natural father,
That's right.
and you knew Jill Smith in New York.
You got it, Sergeant.
Where is she?
Oh, come on.
Guess.
All right. She's somewhere out in the Sound on somebody's yacht, slapping suntan all on her beautiful body, talking French.
What's wrong with you?
He's completely amoral. Do you know what that means, Mr. Rossi?
No. Why don't you explain it to me, huh?
It means without moral quality. Neither moral nor immoral. Having no moral standards, restraints, or principles.
Man, that's me, all right.
Do you think your responsibility ends with child support?
Oh, come on, don't bark at me, honey.
Don't call me honey.
Look, the judge looked at me and fixed child support. He didn't say anything about changing any diapers.
Mr. Rossi, the louder you get, the more I think maybe you know something.
All right. I confess. I killed her and I shoved her behind a bar at Ada's Tavern.
Not funny, Mr. Rossi.
Oh, come on, look at you two. You made quite a team, the social worker and the cop.
You've been pressing Jill, haven't you? Cornering her, moving in on her. Trying to pick up where you left off.
Look, let me tell you something about Jill in the corner.
All right, fine. Go ahead, tell me.
Well, I tried a few times, sure. I mean, we used to really dig each other.
When was the last time you dug each other?
Well, there's been nothing between Jill and I since New York. Since before she took off.
Sure?
Even I would remember that.
Because Jill told me you were giving her a bad time.
Oh, I tried a few times. That's what you mean.
Did you find Jill in a vulnerable moment? Did you pick up where you left off?
No.
You're positive?
Positive.
Because one of the reasons she might have run off, one of the reasons might be you.
You mean if she started things up with me again, she'd feel, kind of cheap?
I think she's been hating herself for a long time now.
Oh, come on, lady. Don't you know the facts of life, huh? I mean, Jill's not that sensitive, so you can just erase it from your mind. You know what happened as well as I do. Jill took off, the Reverend took off. What a wild coincidence.
She's hurt. If that baby's hurt, if anything happens to either one of them, you're as responsible as anyone else.
Me?
Yes, you.
I haven't even seen Jill. I haven't even been near her. I haven't seen a kid in I don't know how long.
That's my point. If you had some feeling of responsibility toward your own child, some feeling, any feeling, how can you bring a child into this world and turn your back on her?
You don't understand. Jill can't even stand me around her.
You're a definitive case history all yourself, Mr. Rossi.
Amoral, huh?
Amoral.
Sergeant, you through with me?
You're excused.
The social worker and the cop. The world really needs you.